Cheers, and enjoy the beers. Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome once again back to the channel, Just Disco Beer Reviews, with me, a Disco, coming at you with yet another set of live stream beer reviews from in front of the cans and bottles here in the bar, what I'm still devotedly calling the Disco Arms. And yes, once again, it's a Tuesday Tipple. Thanks for popping in, anybody who is or watching after the event. So, an early stream tonight, as you probably see from the thumbnail explanation. It's once again a football Tuesday, so I'm doing an early stream, and I'll nip off in an hour or so and watch the old footing ball. The mighty Argyle. The Greens are once again away to the old enemy, the ones we've had many a tussle with in the last decade or so, the less mighty Wycombe Bloody Wanderers. So we had them in the cup the other week, lost 1-0, and now we're back in the league, where we are resolutely bottom of the league and doing terribly, to be fair. I think it's fair to say. But it's all good fun, isn't it? I don't really care for football so much these days. It's a bloody stupid game, but one I'm kind of stuck with. And as you might be able to tell, I'm a little bit bouncy today. I accidentally went to the pub this afternoon. Didn't mean to. But let me get a beer in a glass and I'll tell you exactly why. But before I do, greetings to you all for popping in. Henry 420, Ian Hawks Music. Come back to those comments in just a second. Thanks for popping in. Giving us a shout. Mersey Beers, as always. Thanks, my man. Listening while making onion barges. Liverpool are also playing today against a terrifying Inter Milan. I fully suspect he will have a better game than I do away to Wycombe Bloody Wanderers. It's a game I should, or used to, absolutely go to, regardless of the fact that I don't really hate Wycombe. Help build their stadium. They're just one of those really, really fucking annoying teams that we always go to, and it's usually a boring game, atrocity of football. I'm going to struggle with words today. All of a sudden, I can't breathe. And I've only had 2 pints, but let me tell you about them in just a moment. Let me get a beer in the glass and do, as always, beer number 1, please. And we're starting, well, not particularly light, but we are starting light in colour. I've been out for the cycle ride I was talking about yesterday that never made it. And I nearly got in a bit late, like I say, because of that pub. So I want something juicy and refreshing. I don't know if a 5% Gose is going to do that from New Bristol Brewery. It's a mango and lime Lassi Gose. I'm expecting a bit of sweetness in there to go with that slightly savoury. A Lassi Gose is weird to have that. You want sweet and savoury, but not necessarily that salinity to go with the kind of yogurtiness of a Lassi. But anyway, let's go into the glass. I'm expecting a big, bright, kind of yellow coloured beer. Again, only doing it because it's green on the can to go with the mighty Argyle playing green. Well, green and white these days, but also green and black. Let's not pour it too much. Into the nucleated, the Czech beer glass. Probably not the right one, but let's see if we can get the can balance. If I've done it right, excellent head development. Nice can balance. Oh, nearly messed it up. That would have been a first. See if we can get the balance right. Yeah, there we go. So bear with me a second. Just do the quick photograph and then we'll get on to the story of it. What are we doing? Yeah, so I didn't expect the beer to be green particularly. I haven't washed that up very well. There's a paid up member of the dirty glass mafia. It wasn't that bad, but there was a little bit of edgings on it. If I can find the camera, here we go. So yeah, nice kind of bright green can wrap. Oh, I see my words are going wobbly already. But yeah, nice bright green can wrap. As befits the mighty Argyle, is the colours of the county of Devon, green and black. we should be playing in, although we do play in quite a lot of green and white these days. And I think because we're away to Wycombe, we play in two-tone blue. We'll probably play in the white kit tonight, possibly the black away kit. Well, that comes out quite nicely in the photograph. Way behind on the Instagram beer reviews. Haven't even finished last week's yet. Bear with. And yet, there again, I've ended up doing more in the last couple of days. The beers I've had out and about, which is nice. I'm like pleased to be out and about. Let's get that last little bit in the glass. That's what does the can balance. But yeah, nice, kind of bright. Yeah, definitely fruity. I mean, it looks like a kind of hazy pale, to be fair, with that excellent head development. Yeah, nice fruity, juicy. But it is a Gose, so I'm expecting some kind of light malt character with some possibly mouth puckering sourness and just a little touch of salinity. Let's have a little sniff, see if my nose is going to hold up. That's weird. Not in a bad way. It smells like almost a double IPA. It smells like it's got that kind of brewery kind of IPA kind of smell. That kind of plenty of light malts and that kind of hoppiness going on. You don't always really get in a Gose. It's normally a kind of more noticeably sour kind of aroma. There's a little bit of sour on the outer edges, but it's very much a kind of IPA kind of smell, kind of aroma. I always try not to use the word smell because it doesn't sound great. So hopefully the sound is okay here. You can all hear me. Yeah, exactly. It looks like a hazy pale. That head is dissipated now. You probably expect that for a sour or a Gose. I say Gose. A lot of other people say Gose or Gose in the German or Belgian style. We're in England, so I say Gose. Well, anyway, here goes. Cheers. Enjoy the beers. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Properly juicy. Plenty of fruit going on. It's not out and out mango like some kind of mango pale ales because it's very well balanced off the sour note. The lime kicks in a little bit later, and there's that kind of little. It's not really a sparkle of salt. It's a kind of it just sort of coats the lips slightly. It's a kind of salt salinity note rather than. I often use the word a sparkle of salt because it does kind of give that kind of effervescence. It doesn't feel that effervescent actually. There's not a massive amount of carbonation on it, but it does feel in the body like a kind of hazy pale ale. Here goes. That was here goes, isn't it? I'm glad somebody gets it. You're a good man, dude. Always liked you. You laugh at me jokes. You're a good man. As always, yeah, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're watching along. If you're watching along and joining me for a Tuesday evening, early evening beer, do let me know what you're drinking as well. I know Henry did back up here. Let me check. So yeah, going back for the comments earlier. We're in Hawks, Henry 420. I'm going to wild guess this one. The mango and lime sounds interesting. The Matcha Stout sounds cool, and the Oatmeal Porter sounds delicious. Best overall flavour out of three. I'm going with, drumroll please, the Oatmeal Porter for the best overall flavour. Wild guess. Never have anything from these breweries. Yeah, they are kind of breweries that. Yeah, you must have had something from Vocation. Surely they're supermarket staples. For the Matcha Stout, that's one that you won't find in supermarkets. I got that directly off of Vocation. But yeah, the other two are probably slightly less well known. That's interesting. I should have read that out before I tried this one because this one is going to push that. It's going to really push that kind of guesswork because it's really nice. Nice one. You got Steinhauser German beer. I've not seen Steinhauser for a long time. I should crack on and have a good at it because it is Solid beer, if I'm right. Yeah, so I had a little bit of a mess up. I swear I'd done the introduction. See how I messed up the introduction yesterday by not putting the right photo on the intro, and I messed it up again today. I swear I clicked save, and then I rushed off out, and it didn't really work. So I had to redo it and made sure I got the right picture on. So hopefully I did. So I'll edit that out, gap out in the morning. So if you're watching after the event, I haven't done the edits. Apologies, but eventually you'll be able to just watch it through. Game's gone. Yeah, football, man. It's gone if I'm not really. But I am bothered about it. I'm still going to watch a bit of football. I just don't really talk about it that much because not everybody's kind of, thing. Yeah, very posh, making homemade onion bhajis. That sounds like a lot of work, but fair play. Korma for lunch, nice. Yeah. I had leftovers from up the farm, so I had like a flatbread pizza kind of thing from the weekend, and warmed it up, made me own. Funny enough, I made my own sauce with like a lot of leftover kind of sauces, just covered it all together and thickened it up a bit. So yeah, I'm all for homemade stuff. Goes well with a pint, especially something a bit spicy. Talking about something a bit spicy, this is why I'm probably slurring my words a little bit already. Went out this afternoon. I was going to be out a couple of hours to do one thing, right? I didn't do yesterday because the shop I went for was closed. I have to get some cheese, right? Do the pub quiz up the brewery, well. This Sunday, obviously, it's the Christmas quiz. So I thought what I'll do a round called the cheese round. And it's always cheese or something. Cheese or disease, cheese or trees, cheese or peas. You get the idea. I thought I'd do a sort of Christmassy one. And I've done it a couple of times before. I'll go and get some cheese samples, right? So there's a cheese shop that I occasionally use, and we've got some beers in there. So we've sold them some beers. So I thought I'll go and do that, promote them. Thanks, Deli, right, over in Boston Manor. I'll cycle over there, get some cheese for the samples for the weekend. Got there, and just as I got there, I was a bit late, as always, because I'm terrible. Disco's late. What do you know? So he got there, and he said, Disco, do us a favour. I've just had this massive delivery and I really need to sort it out. I was just going to close the shop for like 10 minutes whilst I sort it out. I said, no problem. There's a micro pub next door. This was like 3:15. There's a micro pub next door. It's not open until 4. So I thought, what I'll do, not a problem. There's a pub up the road I've always wanted to go to. It's a lovely old Fuller's pub. You know, one of these beautiful wood panelled things. I was going to make a video, but they got music playing. So I'm like, I'll just tell you about it. And I walked in, I thought, I'll just get a pint of HSB or something, Frontier Lager if I have to. Or maybe they've got, sometimes some Fuller's pubs have kind of some kind of pale ale on, or they might have Big Smoke or some kind of guest craft beer. It'll be something, it'll be all right. And if it's not, I just won't bother. Walked in, what did I see? Dark Star Prize Old Ale, a 9% old ale. And I'm like, I did look on the keg tap on cask this one. I did look on the keg tap. There was a pale ale I could have drunk, but I'm like 9% Prize Old Ale from Dark Star on a Tuesday afternoon. Of course, I'm having a pint of it. I don't care what it costs. £8 it costs. Absolutely worth every bleeding penny. I tell you, you see it, and I think Adam Mersey Beers, this will be entirely your thing. I don't know if you get it up north that so much, but yeah, Dark Star Prize Old Ale at 9%, £8 a pint. Oh, just fruitcake, Christmas cake, rum barrel aged. It was absolutely beautiful. Put it on the Instagram, and it just looks really good. It was in a branded Dark Star glass, and I said, I know I'm going to be in trouble here at 9%, and I know I've got all these beers to drink afterwards, but it was beautiful. The pub was pretty empty. I was in I don't really drink in pubs that much these days for personal reasons, but I had my own side area. Lovely old wood panelled pub, like really historic. One of those kind of Fuller's pubs that just looks like really cozy and that. I was in there on my own. And I was like, well, he said 10 minutes. So I thought I'll give it 20. And it's a 9%. Don't really want to be boshing down a 9% beer in like 20 minutes. So I give it half hour. And like the staff behind the bar were really good. Took a few photographs. I was going to do some videos. I couldn't go outside and do the video because they were playing music inside. I couldn't go outside and do the video because it was pissing the rain. So I'm like, right, wait for the rain to stop. Just get through the beer was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So I went back about 4:15, I think I got back, having tried not to neck this 9%er. And he was still shut. I could see him inside. He had massive like cheese delivery. So next door there's this lovely little micro pub called the Owl and Pussycat. Really kind of small scale. Like you go to the toilet and you do the brewery tour. Fantastic little place. They used to have they tried to expand into wheeling beer. Didn't really work out. So they're just there at this. It's called Marco Polo beer. They don't really get out much. They don't really do a lot of social media. They've just got this beautiful little high street tap room next to this cheese shop. So I popped in there and had, I don't know, it was really interesting brown ale, chocolate brown ale. It was quite light, but it had, I think I'd ruined my palate with this old ale, but I got there. Eventually the chocolate came through and I nipped back, got me cheese, had a chat with a guy, photographed the beers because we've got cans now. So we've got cans in there, in the shop. Beer and cheese, what's not to like? But yeah, I'm feeling the effects of this 9%. And then I walked in the Owl and Pussycat and they had 3 beers on at sub 8%. So I'm like, do I have the 9.6% sipping stout? They call it the Imperial Stout on keg. Or do I have the 6.8% wee heavy? Or do I have like whatever it was, the 6% brown ale? And I'm like, I'm going to go light because it was on cask as well. So I'm like, I want to take, because I've got a cycle home here. You know what I mean? I was like, it's a 25 minute cycle. 4.7% was the chocolate brown ale. It's called a pound for a brown. Really nice, very drinkable. I say slightly light. I couldn't find too much to say about it, but it's over there on the Instagram. Have a look. Yeah, so I had a really nice couple of pints, but strong. Got me cheese, so it worked out in the end. Yeah, a few Vocation. This one is, like I said, a different kind of Vocation beer. And yeah, Steinhauser, I haven't had for a long time, but yeah. Get ready for Brew Club Christmas get together tonight. Beer and curry. Cheers, Rob. Cheers, Mr. B. Yeah, beer and curry. I see that 9% old ale. That had a little kind of spiciness to it. 7-day Advent beer shortly. Yeah, that's why I never really got around to doing it this year. I might still do 12 days of Christmas starting at I know Google thing the other day, 12 days of Christmas starts on Christmas Day. Maybe I'll start on Christmas Eve, not sure. Not exactly homemade packet mix. It's kind of close enough. Yeah, it's all curry. I'm definitely not having a curry tonight. Just having some beer. We'll get in a bit of food before the football later. Yeah, no curry for me tonight. I'll be around my parents to watch the football, and they really don't do curry, so I wouldn't mind. Sammy, Mr. Smalley, how you doing, sir? Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good one. Must be an early start for you, I'm guessing. It's a morning start. Have had it in bottles. Got it from the lovely Bruno's Breweries and his Fuller's Pub is in Birmingham. Yeah, now I did say that I had a sneaky. It was almost an impromptu bottle share. So I tried it from the bottle, and I don't think it was this year's. I think it was one that had been aged. So I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was getting those raisin notes, that kind of burnt toast, kind of rum barrel aged business. But yeah, see a pint of it, had to go for it. Prize Old Ale by, well, essentially it's by Fellers, but it comes under the Dark Star brand. No, it was superb. It was a good one to kind of calm down from the 9%, but I did still have a lot of that kind of raisin notes. There was a little bit of kind of chilly heat in that old ale, to be fair. So that's the closest I got to curry tonight because it was nice and warm. A little bit of ginger, a little bit of gingerbread, kind of a little bit of rum barrel aged. And yeah, I could wang on about that all night. I won't because I've got lots of other things to get through and get towards the football. Meantime, this new Bristol brewery, and I did hear yesterday, I heard Harry at Blue Nose slightly slag off New Bristol, and I thought it was unfair, but it's one of those, if you've had a couple of odd, dodgy old beers, I don't know, maybe. I've always had, I don't know, fairly decent beers from New Bristol. They do quite a lot of, I don't go for this, they're kind of interesting adjuncted beers, and their sours are always pretty good because they have a lot of adjuncty sours, which works for me. A lot of people, purists, want the four main constituents of beer to be pure, but I don't mind chucking some adjuncts in. It makes it a bit more interesting in my book. I'm not a big hop fan, as you know. This beer, I think, is in good condition. It tastes great. Nicely fruity, all the right notes. Not so much on the mango, maybe, but just the fruitiness. The lime cuts through a bit of sweetness, and there's a little bit of salinity there. For me, it's a very, especially as I've just had a half hour on the cycle to get back here, it's quite refreshing, I think. It does say taste Sunshine Crush, additions of mango puree, lime zest, and salt. This fruity Lassi style Gose is packed to the rafters with mango goodness and zesty lime for a totally tropical taste. I'm guessing there's a bit of lactose in there for the Lassi. Can I see it? Oats, wheats, hops, mango puree, lime zest, salt. So it doesn't say anything about that, but artwork by Tom Moore Design. Really lovely. I don't know what it is, but it looks, well, it's green, isn't it? I'm all right with green. Let's have a quick look at the date, since I did all in-date beers yesterday, see if I can replicate that. Canned on 26th of the 3rd, 25, best before end, 26th of the 3rd, 2026. I think I got this fairly early in the year. I got, not direct from New Bristol, but I got a bunch of beers in because I saw them and they just looked really good. Again, adjunct heavy, but fine with that. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think it's nice. It's really refreshing. Not too mouth puckeringly sour and really pretty balanced. But chicken, as my partner's like, well, yeah, same as my parents. I try and sneak a little bit more spice. Sometimes I go around and do a bit of cooking. More the Chinese and the Indian. So I put a little bit of pepper in there. Try and amp it up a little bit, but we're still very much below medium. I don't mind a little bit of spiciness, even in beers. But yeah, I'm not like heavy on the spice, to be fair. Yeah, chocolate brown ale. So yeah, it was quite thin. It was a cask ale, so it had the mouthfeel was slightly thinnish. So I wasn't overly enthusing about it. But once I got past that kind of spiciness from the old ale and the chocolate kicked in, it was a very drinkable, very delicious pint. So I was quite pleased. I say I probably was going to pop in. I got over there early because I know the Owl and Pussycat opens at 4. So I kind of got in there early and it's like, do I hang around and wait for it? I was going to have a quick pint at 4. So I was going to have one beer. And I know sometimes they have some quite strong beers in there. So that 9% beer slipping in was a bit naughty. And do you know what? I could have stayed. I could have stayed for another of that old ale, to be honest. Shindigger. I've been seeing Shindigger for 5 years and keep meaning to go. It's another one that they back about 5 years ago. They had so much on the website, and I'm like, I really want to get these guys in, but you don't normally rate them. Fair enough. A lot of good stuff on there. I haven't looked at them for a while, to be fair. 4.3% stout. It's like Red Fag, but toffee stout. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no. It's one of those that hasn't wowed me enough. I buy visually, very much buy visually. Kind of why I bought this beer, really, because it's green. But yeah, no, I've seen Shindigger, and I don't know. I thought they were Manchester, not Liverpool. Oh no, okay, so I thought it's local. Yeah, no, I like their stuff, and I've just never quite got around to getting it. I've never even seen them on singles on some of the bottle shops and stuff like that. So I'm glad they're still going, to be fair. Well, yeah. So like, say, Harry yesterday was slightly slagging off New Bristol. All the beers I've had, and I've done a couple, I think, not to be confused with Bristol Beer Factory like I did the other week. I'm so sorry about that, BBF. Yeah, Bristol Beer Factory and New Bristol Brewery. I often get confused. I cannot remember which one I've been to in Bristol. I had a Sunday night in Bristol, and I swear I've sat in one of their tap rooms, and I can't remember which one it is. I think it was prior to 2018 when I was reviewing beers, when the channel. So I can't remember. Yeah, Salford. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Oh, there's a car out there. I tell you what. Yeah, I've got my local co-op's got a couple of interesting beers, but if I see Shindigger in there, I will dive in. But yeah, so I get confused oddly between New Bristol and Bristol Beer Factory, which is ridiculous. But I got it right this time, I believe. Yeah, I wrote New Bristol. It's New Bristol, isn't it? Yeah. So New Bristol should be easy to remember because New Bristol have got the gorilla in a spacesuit for some reason. No idea why. But I quite like that logo. And Bristol Beer Factory is just Bristol Beer Factory on the logo. So yeah, I will look out for Shindigger. Here's the question for you. Normally, I put out these live beer review streams. I always go at 9:05 because it used to be 9 o'clock and I could never make that. So I put 9:05, might make 9:10. What's the best time, or should I mix it up? I say normally, even on a Tuesday Tipple is 9:05. I put today's hour 6:05 because obviously I only need to do an hour and a bit because I've got to get out for the football. So is early, like post work, kind of 6 o'clock streams, is that a good thing for bashing out 3 beer reviews? What does everybody reckon if you're watching this after the event? Let me know in the comments below as well, if not in the chat. Also, let me know how to force YouTube into putting the comments up afterwards, because the one the other day, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and I really need to know. I don't know. I think the comments should go up afterwards so people can see what's been said if they bother to watch all of it back. Do you watch all of it back? Do you fast forward all the boring bits? Which could be quite a lot, to be fair, but thank you very much indeed, you guys who are in tonight. Yeah, let me know. What do you prefer, an early stream or a later stream? I know a lot of people sort of go between sort of 6 and 7. I tend to go later just because of other things going on and blah, blah, blah. So I make it all about the beer. I like talking about beer. I like reviewing beer, and I like it when other people come in and talk about beer as well. So I don't know. Let me know what you prefer. I don't really do that. Oh, it's all about me. What do you want, kind of thing. I think people come to the streams just for, interest in beer rather than me wagging on. But yeah, let me know. I'm going to bosh this back because that is a superbly drinkable beer. I would 100% buy that again if I saw it. It's so nicely balanced between sweetness and salinity. The fruitiness is absolutely top form. Very, very drinkable. It's an absolute refresher since I've just had a half-hour cycle. Oh, cheers, Adam. 6 and 7 is usually good for me. Yeah, I go at 9 because 6 and 7 is normally not that great for me. I've done it tonight because of football. So fair play. No, I take that comment. I will try and do some more earlier streams because, um, okay, fair play. Right. Well, okay, maybe I might do some more streams. I'll carry on with the Tuesday pre-football streams at 6 if I can. There's probably a few coming up over Christmas, I think. So I will probably do a few. I need to collect a few more green beers. I've got another set. Green beers tend to be like green can art tend to be sours. I do need a few more green stouts. I know I've got 2 coming up, but I haven't got anything else. So I do need to sort of do that. So it's superbly drinkable, to be honest. Hello, Chapman. Welcome. Thank you for chiming in. Your favourite is Blue Wicked. That's fine. We've all had a few Blue Wickeds in our day. Oh, you had to mention Verdant. Yes, I know. I've got a bunch of Verdant beers in the basket from Cornwall, not direct from Verdant, from Red Elephant, and I'm like, oh, I will eventually. I've had more Verdant beers this year than ever before, and I keep looking at because now I buy beers by either can wrap color, can art, or beer name. I don't buy Verdant just because it's Verdant. So it's very pejorative, I suppose, is the word. But yeah, I will get onto a few more Verdant beers. There's one. There's a yellow beer from Verdant. I'm thinking about again that snooker series. I'm thinking about. Blue Wicked in cans is mental to me, but they're everywhere. I've not seen Blue Wicked in cans. I wish it was bottles. I tell you what, I have got. I keep mentioning this. I never get around to doing it. Is the what's it called? The not dragon soup, but the super hooch, which has got a blue version, I think. So I've got blueberry super hooch. I've got 2 super hooches in, which is hooch energy drink, and I've just no idea. I'm not going to do it on a stream. I might do it on somebody else's stream if I need to. I need to get a little kind of collective stream going so I can just drink the energy drinks. I could have done it last weekend because I was completely free Friday and Saturday, and I just didn't really fancy a beer, which is weird. Anyway, half an hour. I've got to neck this down. Get on to beer 2. See what we got. Oh, really? Wow. On the Blue Wicked. I'll have a look out. I mean, I'm not a big vodka drinker or a big kind of wicked drinker, but it's definitely a good beer cocktail base. Love a lemon hooch. Yeah, I've never found it too sweet. I say this is kind of sweet, but yeah. So there's lemon hooch, and there's that hooch beer, and there's super hooch. Look out for super hooch. That could be very interesting with you. I think that's probably your kind of thing, Henry. Yeah, nice in the summer. I don't mind alcoholic energy drinks, although I'm not. I used to be that sort of drinker where I'd bosh one back and go out on a night out and just give that energy, but I'm not that kind of drinker these days. Might get back to it eventually at some point. Right, let's bosh this back and get on to beer 2. That is a superb sour beer. I really enjoyed that. Unexpectedly, maybe. Bear with me a sec. Got to clear the old needles. Yeah, I want to open the nasal passage so I can smell the next beer. I'm a little bit worried I might be allergic to my house. of the disco arms rather. But there you go. Oh, an alcohol pop. Generally prefer beer. I mean, like, I love an alcohol pop. I don't mind it. It's that kind of drink. I thought you might fancy a little bit of alcohol pop here and there. But fair play if you generally prefer a beer. Good on you. But yeah, alcohol pop party vibes, isn't it? Party vibes. WKDX, which is the wicked. I mean, as a beer reviewer, it sort of doesn't sit that you should do alcohol pops, but I don't mind. I'm not against them. And it is an interesting divergence, isn't it? Sometimes, like I say, beers like this, if I'm on a session, and I know I do mini sessions here for like 3 beers, but if I have 3 beers, I'll put like a sour beer, which is essentially an alcohol pop. Do you know what I mean? Pretty much. Gives it that vitamin C hit, peps it up. Do you know what I mean? But onto the serious beers. I mean, that is a seriously good beer, to be fair. But onwards and upwards, because we're running out of time. Kickoff's 7:45. So on to beer number 2, please. And beer number 2 is still in a green and black can. Only very, very deep green and black with a little bit of white, as Argyle should be. It is a oatmeal porter from a Bayonet Brewing. It's called Night Nav, and it's a 5.8% oatmeal porter. Let's get into a glass and see what we get. I've had a few Bayonet beers recently. They're up in the northeast. Guy works. I say his other vocation is in the army, which is a little bit naughty doing it on a Plymouth Argyle stream being a naval city, but it's got green and black on a can, so it works. So there we go, nice and bubbly into the glass. Very, very bubbly head development. It has been in my stash since the summer. Let's have a look at a bit more to get the can balance. Come on. Oh, there we go. Paul, I see you. I'm all right, sir. I'm all right. How are you doing? I'm going to leave Paul to do his Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I thought it was a bit poor, Paul. I couldn't vote for you. I'm so sorry. I think you need to. You're a better actor than that, Paul. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Get your Arnold Schwarzenegger game made up, Paul. Paul knows what I'm talking about. I was kind of fun. I like that. Right, let me do this photograph, then we'll come back to Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions from Paul in a minute. So yeah, can balance again. So yeah, a lovely looking oatmeal porter, obviously almost nearer to stout. Really, gonna put the screen down. So yeah, nice head development, big fluffy kind of bubbly kind of head going on there. Bayonet Brewing up in the northeast of England, Newcastle kind of way. Had a few beers from them. I think they're generally quite big on their kind of double IPAs. I've got a couple of double IPAs from them to do. I got this in because I had a bunch of oatmeal stouts and oatmeal porters I was going to put together, but I don't always fancy drinking all of the same beers. So I do like to mix it up and spread it about a bit, but I do like to finish on something dark, and I've got 2 today. But obviously I'm putting it here because there's a green can. I wanted to finish on a stout, especially this time of year. Pre-football, so hopefully this is nice and smooth and drinkable, as it suggests, as does the beer in a glass. Because I've only got half an hour, I think, 20 minutes. So let's get this down pretty quick. Let's get the rest of that. Mate, I kind of do an Arnie impression. I do you know what I mean? I would have went as soon as Ben started that reel. I thought Paul is gonna be on this. This is Paul's game to win. I don't know. You're a good actor, sir. You're a good actor. I thought you was going to be on it. I was a little bit disappointed, but yeah. If anybody wants to see Paul's Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, head over to Creative Juices on Instagram. Just vote for Paul anyway. It'll be fine. I don't know. What do you win? What do you win? Yeah. So Paul, well, not Paul, Ben at Creative Juices. Paul works out is doing a quiz tomorrow night. I swear, I'm so sorry. I will get to your quiz at some point, Paul and Ben. I don't think I'll make it tomorrow. On Thursday, not tomorrow. Jesus Christ, that 9% old ale is absolutely rotten me for the afternoon. Yeah, so yeah, Paul popped into a Fuller's pub this afternoon. Didn't mean to. I just had 20 minutes to kill. I found a pint of Dark Star Prize Old Ale on, and I can't fucking speak now. I can't speak. Love a bit of honey. Don't we all? Don't we all? I mean, it's so easy to, yeah. No, 9% prize old ale from Dark Star. Well, I mean, Paul, you love your ESB, so yeah. If you find that one, that Dark Star prize old ale about this Christmas, absolutely. If you find a bottle of it, knock it back, mate. You love it. You absolutely love it. Miscellaneous. Cheers, sir. Thanks for popping in. Enjoying a few early afternoon beers. Have I put this? Oh yes, I have. I put it in the McColl's glass because they're very close to Bayonet Brewing, kind of down the road a little bit. So Bayonet Brewing, Night Nav. It's called. All their beers. It was kind of slightly militarily related, kind of something to do with military or operations or something like that. So this is a 5.8, and I've got 3 beers. I've got up the ABV as well today, which pure coincidence, but I like it when that happens. 5.8% oatmeal porter. I'm not going to be able to have a sniff because the nose is blocked up again, but a little bit of roastiness. Bear with a second. Let me see if I can sort that out again. No, my nose is blocked up. I think it's a perfectly decent aroma, but I can't get it with my nose. Yeah, a little bit of roastiness, but it's all about the taste. So let's see what we can do. I'm still trying to get that mango lime a little bit out of my mouth because that is quite strong. Running behind. Right. Cheers anyway. Oh. Nice. Oh yeah. Slightly chewy on the kind of roast, a little bit of chocolate going on. Again, try to cleanse the palate to get that fruitiness out. So there's a little bit of note there. A proper solid porter, to be fair. Not the usual for me. Again, maybe the nasal, maybe fruit from before. It's not what I usually prefer in a porter. For me, porters, I want liquid bourbon biscuits, that balance between coffee and chocolate. This hasn't quite got that. I say it's got that more kind of coffee bean, red berry fruitiness and a little bit of coffee. It's kind of thin on the outer edges. It has got that. Don't kick the camera, Disco. How's that worked? For fuck's sake. It's not gone well. Right, there we go. We're sort of back in the room. Yeah, it's got Yeah, it's got a thinness about it, which is a porter, but I would imagine an oatmeal porter to be more thick and unctuous than that. Doesn't make it a bad thing. Yeah, it's got a nice kind of chocolatey. It's more on the chocolate side of bourbon biscuits rather than that kind of biscuitiness. Chisel beer number 2 on Advent Calendar Day 8, Flotzinger Unfiltered Radler. I mean, that's difficult for me to comment on, so I'm guessing it's like 2.5%, and I'm coming off the back of a 9.5%, plus a 4% brown ale, and this. So yeah, Radlers at the moment. Well, I mean, it's kind of should be kind of reasonably refreshing and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm only going up the ABVs here. Cheers, merry festivities. Yeah, happy festive times, as I always say. And if you're popping in and out and watching after the event, do me a favour, click on the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe and all that jazz for more rambling beer reviews and general inability to speak after a 9% fucking old ale. Oh, that was beautiful. This sits really nicely after that. You know, porters and stouts are my kind of thing. It feels more stouty than porter because that oatmeal gives it that kind of. It's very strange that it's kind of got a slight thinness, but also kind of stoutiness, robustness. If I was drinking that standalone as a first drink, if I'm going on the porters and stouts, there's a nice kind of chocolate sweetness around the back end there as well. Really nice, really drinkable. Obviously, I'm drinking heavy tonight, so it's gonna go down easy. But also, if beers don't quite hit when you're in the middle of a session, if they're not quite right, it will affect the session. And this doesn't affect the session at all. I can wash this back really well. 2.3%. Yeah. What have I got? I'm on 5. I'm going 5, 5, 8, 6. So no, 5. 5587. So, cheers, Harry. See you in a sec. Might be on another beer by the time you get back because this is going down pretty easily, to be fair. Yeah, nice, robust, slightly roasty flavors, but not like yesterday. Yesterday's roasty flavors are like burnt toast. This is kind of slightly roasty coffee without being really coffee, and generally kind of sweet kind of chocolate. I tell you what, it's similar to yesterday's dark black lager. Really, but yesterday's black lager was really in that kind of, and I haven't done the written review of this yet. It was that really kind of burnt toast kind of roastiness. This is a more subtle roastiness. Bear me a sec. This nose. I need to get a new nose. Somebody send me a catalogue so I can pick a new one. It gets to a point where I can't breathe, I can't speak, which some might say is not a bad thing. For those that weren't in yesterday, going to do this again just for fun. Went out yesterday, picked up a pack of top trumps from Weatherspoons, which kind of just amused me. Say, let's have another look and find another Weatherspoons pub. Let's see what on we get tonight. Let's have a little shuffle. I know I shouldn't talk about Weatherspoons, but it's all good fun. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do the shuffle and pick one and see the stats on it. And this is literally, a game of top trumps for Wetherspoons. So the first one that's come up the top is, here's one for you. I know this has been featured a while. We have got the Trent Bridge Inn in Nottingham. So this is one for, well, certainly for Raggy. I know he's been to the Trent Bridge Inn a few times. Not so much for Crummy Beard, who's now moved out of Nottingham. So let's have a look. Trent Bridge Inn. I've been to this one, actually, back in the day. I think I've been to it before it was Wetherspoons. I think when it was a regular pub, when we went to Notts Forest a long, long time ago. So a lovely old kind of red brick pub with all those kind of regular pub nights. I remember it being lovely inside. It was a football game, so cricket fans, this one's for you. Well, I didn't. I went to it before the football, not the cricket, because you've got Trent Bridge, and then you're over the river to Notts Forest, and if not, round the corner to Notts County. Known for its lively atmosphere, classic pub grub, and pitch-side views. Really, so you can watch the cricket there. Interesting. The Trent Bridge Inn, situated right next to the iconic Trent Bridge cricket ground, has been welcoming visitors since the 1800s, when it was originally known as Three Horseshoes and Crown. As a Wetherspoons, it was opened in the year 2011. So these are the stats for Top Trumps. Year open 2011, fundraising total £20,394.46. Don't know as of when or how they measure that, but that's what it is. I suppose the bigger the better. Maybe year open is meant to be older the better. Do you know what? 2011. So it was opened as a Wetherspoons in 2011. When did I go there? It was when David Frio scored, I think, the winner. I think we beat them 1-0. And then we sold David Frio to Nottingham Forest. It's got to be 2009, 2010, I think. So I think I was there a year before it became a Wetherspoons. So I can't tick it off. That's a shame. Pub size, 6,325 square foot, mid-size. Steps to the toilet, 19. That is such a cell phone. I love the fact that they kind of take the mick out of themselves for that, or allow that to happen from Top Trumps. Top Trumps rated 212. I don't know how they rate them, but there we go. Trent Bridge Inn and Nottingham is today's Top Trumps card of the day. I've just started that thing. I think I'm going to carry it on for the next stream as well, because it's a fun bit of content. You know, I like my Wetherspoons. I was in one yesterday, drinking a bunch of Christmas beers. See those reviews on Instagram. This one, fabulous. Oatmeal porter, not exceptional, but definitely very drinkable. I could knock that back. Nice little bit of chocolate notes. Because I'm really looking forward to getting on to the next green beer. Because it's something that interests me. Bear me a second. Fucking knows. Right. Once again, don't forget, let me know what you're drinking as well. I like to talk about beer. So if you've got a beer on, I'm imagining Mersey beers, you won't take long to get through that 2.3% Radler. So let me know what you're on next. Looking forward to it. Right, so I'm going to get this. All the beers I've had from Bayonet Brewing have been decent. This one is decent. Not necessarily exceptional or like an oatmeal stout. This feels more like a stout than a porter. It does have that slight thinness. But that makes it really easy drinking. Chocolate note hangs around on the palate. more like hot chocolate rather than sort of cocoa powder. Some chocolate stouts have that kind of slight cocoa powder note where they put cocoa powder in the brew. But there you go. Yeah, a great finish to beer number two. Easy drinking. Night now, oatmeal porter. Cheers. Since we've been talking about curry, this would go well after a curry because I love that kind of chocolate note after a curry. A little bit of chili and chocolate always goes down well, and that would go really well with a curry, I think, after a curry anyway. Mr. Wilson, welcome along, sir. Thank you very much indeed for popping in. Bit of an early stream today because I've got some football to watch. But yeah, if you're late in, you can always go back and watch the first two beers afterwards. We want to beer free coming up very soon. Go, well, my curry, you're helping me drown out. God, I used to watch Hollyoaks back in that. I can't believe it's still going. Occasionally, when I did around with parents, they're watching a review of it. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite pleased that I'm better than Hollyoaks. And I've watched it, and my mate used to call it PG porn because it was basically just a bunch of good-looking people. I did actually happen to catch a glimpse of Hollyoaks the other day, and it was basically like an EastEnders storyline from about six to 8 months ago. It's the same fucking storyline. They all just go around and do the same thing. So yeah, I don't really watch Hollyoaks anymore. I did now and again, but yeah, it's just I don't even own a TV, so unfortunately I don't watch it. But I do if it happens and around with parents and it's on. But anyway, moving swiftly on, I haven't got a lot of time because it's 1:15. So I've got 15 minutes for this one. I might do the same thing and decant it. But beer number 3, please. And beer number 3 is from the very recognisable aforementioned Vocation Brewery. Let's get it into a glass. I don't think I need to refresh the palate for this one. I'm worried about the blocked up nose not really getting the aroma on this, but let's get it into a glass and see what we get. Let's change the banner. There we go. Vocation Brewery. It's called New Leaf. Lovely green and black. A little bit of white can artwork. 7.4% Matcha Stout. Matcha is a Japanese tea variant, I believe. And very green. Hey, Roger, welcome along. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a great Tuesday afternoon. And if you've got a beer on this early, I've done an early stream tonight. I normally do a much later stream, but I've gone early, so I'm watching the football. Was it soccer? Not sure what Donny has decided to call it, but we call it football. So there you go. A little bit of banter. Right, so Vocation 7.4% Matcha Stout. I've got it purely because it's green and black can, and I'm kind of interested in Matcha. We have messed around with Matcha at the brewery, and it's sort of a kind of interesting flavour. It's something a bit different. Pours out really nice and dark into the glass. Excellent head development with a nice kind of tan coloured. I've put it in the Amity glass from yesterday because it's a Yorkshire beer in it. So see if we can do. As Mr. Wilson reminds me. Photo can lean remind. I'm calling it a balance, not a lean. Oh, I think I might have messed that up. No, it's there. It's going to work. Yes, there we go. Got the can lean. Another full set of can leanings. It's going to mess up at some point. I'm going to nudge it and it's going to fall over. But we've done so well so far to get a full set of can leanings on the last few live beer reviews. It's looking good in the empty glass, let's say. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to do it there in portrait mode. Looks good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That green really coming up well. Yeah, great head development. Nice, slightly tan coloured head. Top that up. Really thick and unctuous on that pour. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of American politics YouTube stuff. So yeah, have a little footy banner. Drinking a Wansome ESB called Letters to Satan. It's going down very easily. I love Wansome, and it's another brewery that I've seen a lot of stuff from, and I've never quite got round to. Oh, cheers. So yeah, I've messed up the camera again. How have I messed up the camera? Right, I don't know. I used to have both the cans and the disco in view, so I've obviously. Oh, no, I moved the cans again, didn't I? That's why. If only I knew what the fuck I was doing after 6 years on YouTube. 7 years on YouTube. Right, so yeah. So, as a matcha stout, I'm expecting a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of. Oh, I can't fucking breathe. Right, I've got 15 minutes. Let's go. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to smell anything. So let's go straight in. Oh, there's an interesting kind of spice note there. Yeah. Anyway, cheers all. Thanks for popping in. Let me know what you're drinking. Let's see what this Matcha Stout has to offer. Cheers. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Lovely sweetness, nice balance to it. There's kind of, yeah, I could taste like a black tea. There is a black tea note. There is a slight spice to it, slight berry note. Really nice balance. It's slightly thin, but then there is a slight chocolatey mouthfeel for a stout. God, I didn't even look at that can for the oatmeal stout. Let's have a quick look, and then we'll go straight into this one. So this one, the Bayonet Brewing. I want to see what to say. Right, just say right. Lost in the woods is time. Must be time for a night nav. So night navigation. So like AI in it. We've listened to your calls, so one of our initial debut brews is back and better than ever. This malt forward English porter will give you roasted notes of chocolate caramel and coffee alongside a creamy and sweet finish that went down so well when we first released it. Right now comes in at 5%, which is just about the chances of you getting out of the woods without checking your phone. Fucking brilliant. Nice. Doesn't say the actual hops, it just says it has hops. Oats are in there. Best before. Ooh. Oh, look at that. The best before has not got a sticker on it. So I'm assuming this is in date, but I don't actually know. Maybe the sticker fell off. Yeah, so they're in Northallerton, up outside Darlington. So yeah, it's pointless looking at the date on that because I don't know what it is. I didn't split the A. I didn't even try. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, I think the A on the yeah. That's a Guinness reference. I think the G. I probably would have split the G. This, as I said yesterday, it's a slightly taller glass than my regular glass, and I'm not even sure it's my favourite shape. That's my favourite shape glass. It's slightly taller. Maybe it's a little bit thinner, perhaps. Maybe I'll try that next time, splitting the A. That's a very astute comment. I love that. Yeah, the A is definitely lower. I think I've split the A if it was in a regular place like the G, but yeah. Cheers. I'll give it another go. Yeah, that's closer. I split the A now. I can't freaking breathe. Right, what time is it? Okay, I've got. Right, I've got 4 minutes left because I've got to pack up and head round the corner to watch the football. So I'm going to call it there. That's a really, really nice point for Vocation. It's arguably better than a lot of their other chocolate stouts are naughty and nice one you find in supermarkets. I don't think you'll find out in supermarkets. Let's have a look. The best before 01/2026. So I've had this in about 6 months. I got this in. Oh, that's a point. I got this in. That's a very good link. Glad you mentioned it. I got this in because must have been about 6 months ago. I picked up a beer from Tesco, the white stout, which this week did that I enjoyed. It was a raspberry and white chocolate stout in that naughty and nice range. That I enjoyed so much. I went back for, and I went back for another beer as well that I haven't seen for years and meant to do a video, and have spent 6 months not quite getting around to doing a video. The blueberry breakfast stout, pancake stout, and I'm annoyed at myself for not actually getting around to doing a video. But I bought an extra couple of those white stout, and it is a white stout. It has got that kind of light roast colour and the roasty note. Paul said it was weird and he wasn't sure about it. I really, really enjoyed it, and it's one I picked up 2 or 3 others of, just because. In fact, I was in Tesco's a couple of months ago, and I just picked it up. I was going to a party, and I'm like, I could drink this. Paul wasn't sure. So that's why I ended up getting this one, just on the back of that, really. Bear with. No, this is really. Sorry about that. Yeah, so got another white stout in the box, but hoping it's a bit more to my taste. I'm still very much on the white stouts. I completely a bit like sours. I had a really great sour tonight, to be fair, in New Bristol. But yeah, white stouts are really, really strange because you look at them and they're somewhere between. I mean, they're never white. They're somewhere between kind of orange. And you sort of get that roastiness, but it's sort of not like a regular stout. It's very, very strange. But that Vocation one, I mean, if I did beer of the year, I think it would be pushing into my beer of the year, because I really enjoyed it. And it was, do you know what it's about? It's about that wow moment. You get a beer sometimes that you go, oh, okay, oh wow. And for me, this one, this Matcha stout is nearly there, because I'm getting a lot more actual cocoa and chocolate now. I should put that Vocation one up there, actually. because I did really enjoy it. Yeah, I can't see it, but yeah, that one as a white stout goes, and I know you referenced the Mad Squirrel white stout, and I remember that one, and that Vocation was better. I've got a couple left, but I got them in not because I was going to like review them again. I was just going to drink them on other people's live streams, and it was one I got it in because I went to a random party at a brewery, and I'm like, we'll just pick it up from Tesco's. It's easy. So I really enjoyed that. So it's one I would drink again. I would very much drink this one again. It's got that kind of weird. I'm not quite sure what that flavour is, but it's got quite a nice chocolatey flavour. Yeah, best before January 2026. Let's see what Vocation say about it. Right, New Leaf, it's called. A rich, indulgent stout. There is a certain amount of indulgence to it, to be fair, with a refreshing twist. Bringing earthy matcha. I don't get earthiness, but I can see the matcha in it, that kind of black tea note. Bittersweet cocoa and silky vanilla over a robust malt base. That's fair. The combination of dark roasted flavors and the bright herbal character of matcha create a complex yet beautifully balanced beer. I would disagree with earthy. I never get vanilla in a beer, but kind of that sweetness, the cocoa sweetness is there. Brewed in Hebden Bridge. 7.4%. I tell you, that doesn't really ever get anywhere near 7.4. 7.4 stout, 7% stout, even 5 or 6 tops. It's a really nice stout. I'll bosh that back. I won't even decant that, take it around the corner to watch the football. But yeah, I do have to do a quick outro and finish the stream and go and watch the football on the old Skybox. We're away to Wickham Bloody Wanderers. The mighty Argo. I haven't even talked about football, so thank you very much indeed for everybody. It's been a really popular stream today. Thank you very much for popping in. I'm going to have to clear my nose before I do the outro. I said that. I just blow my nose. It's got an absolute creamy, milky chocolate aroma coming through my old nose ventricles. But thank you, everybody who's popped in. Too many, numerous to mention as tonight. Yeah, Henry 420 Red Hawks. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. I might do another early stream, not about the football, to be honest, because I've really enjoyed this stream tonight. Don't look out on the old Instagram for the written beer reviews. I'm so behind. And I might do one Thursday. I don't think I'll do tomorrow night because I've got to finish writing this bloody quiz for Sunday. Now I know what I'm going to do. I've just got to actually finish writing it for Sunday, Christmas quiz. Might do a live stream Thursday night if I get out the brewery in time. We'll see what we're doing Thursday. Got set up for a big Christmas market on Saturday, so I won't get any content out Friday, Saturday, or probably Sunday. I keep meaning to do a live stream for the quiz, but I'm playing music, so I won't be able to do it. But yeah, thank you very much indeed, everybody. Have a great Tuesday night. Feels like the weekend because I'm absolutely smashing on that 9% priced old ale. And then I'm going to knock this one back. This is really nice. Great stout. Oh, very easy, very smooth. Nice drinking beer. Thank you very much indeed, everybody. I'm going to time out now, try and go and breathe properly. Go around and watch the football. Up the mighty Argo. Green Army. Green Army. Round in Plymouth. We're all known as Janners. Have a good one, folks. Have a great week. Oh, no, hang on. I've got to play me outro, haven't I? Here we are. That's how smashed I am. Absolutely wagged. Where's my outro gone? There it is. Oh.